Jingari. Hello in the Yugambeh language. My name is Dr. Claire Burns and I'm delighted to join with you in the Responsible and Sustainable Organisations course. So here we are on our iLearn site, and let's have a little look at this because this is what you will be using to guide you through the course. So we start off with the introduction. In the introduction, we do have when the class will be running, when I'm available for consultation, and also a list of all the things that we will be covering over the 12 weeks. And I've provided an Excel spreadsheet there so that you can download that, and you can also put in some reminders for yourself as you go along. I've also got a little bit of a video in terms of the people that you'll meet and some of the scholars that you'll encounter in this course. A bit about my background, but I'm really looking forward to hearing about you and indeed that we will learn together. There's also a list of a number of the supports. Now, Bond really is a university that has great pastoral supports, so please make use of those, whether or not it's about academic studies, academic skills, counselling, career development. They're really wonderful services, so avail yourself to them. And then in the introduction area, I've got a little bit of a background about the course more broadly. So we step back and look at, okay, this is about responsible and sustainable organisations. Well, what are organisations and how do they fit into the world more globally? So we start off a little bit philosophical. We've also got some information about Indigenous knowledge because that will be integrated throughout the course. And then we have your first reflective activity. Now, I'm an educator who definitely listens to students and takes on board student feedback. Now, what students have said to me recently is they want to do less reading and more activities. So, in terms of doing readings before class, well, you'll definitely look at the module before class, but we want you to reflect as well too, and so we've incorporated more of these reflective activities. And one of the assessments will be you uploading a reflective journal. So for 10 weeks, starting at Bond Week, so this first week, you'll start doing a reflective activity. And I've given guidelines in terms of what we're wanting you to do for that reflective activity. And it is approximately 200 to 300 words. Don't go over 300 words with your reflective writing for each week. And I hope that you really enjoy that. And one of the good things about doing reflective entry every week for 10 weeks effectively is that when you do your final piece of assessment, which is a reflective essay, you will have some really good ideas about what areas you want to focus on, and that you'll be in that zone of reflection as well too. So that's the introduction. Then we've also got a lot of information in each of the topics. So you can see here on our iLearn site that we have some foundations. We go into accounting and finance, ESG reporting, reconciliation action plans, internal and external environment. So that's a bit about strategy. We'll be looking at values-based marketing, information and technology, and sustainable organisations more broadly. So make sure you're well across these modules so that you can come to class. And a good reason for looking at the modules for coming to class is because one of your assessments is participation. And of course, if you do really good preparation, indeed your participation will be better. And if you look at the assessment area and if you click on the participation focus, you'll see that it's worth 20%, and we've got a list of things here of what we want you to do in terms of, say, participation. So it's not just turning up to class. While it's good and we definitely want you to turn up to class, that's not enough to get good participation marks. You really need to be actively participating in it. So have a look at what's expected there. This class does have a combination of both undergrad and postgraduate students in it. So have a look at your particular area, whether or not you're undergrad or postgrad, about what's expected. And we've given some really good guidelines in our marking rubrics as well. Another piece of assessment that you will be doing is your ESG project. Now, your ESG project, ESG standing for Environmental Social Governance, will have 3 different parts. In week 4, you'll submit a project outline. In week 8, you will do a presentation, and then come week 12, you will give us a report, an ESG project plan report. And you'll do that in groups. So there will be a lot of group work in this class. Indeed, that's worth 50%. And part of that will also have a peer review. So how you engage with others in class, and you'll be, in that way, you'll kind of be assessing each other for it. So some students have really enjoyed that. They've made friends. Other students have been more challenged in it. A really good thing to do at the very start is set some really good foundations about expectations. Now, you'll also do a reflective essay at the end. So come week 13, you will do a reflective essay that's about 2,000 words, and that's worth 20%. Now, if you've been doing your reflective journals all through the course, up to week 9, that you'll find doing this reflective essay a lot easier. So avail yourself to the information that's there, that's provided about it. Also, please know you are always more than welcome to come for a consultation with me if you have any particular queries. In terms of different supports for this course, we're fortunate to have a really fabulous librarian, Tiffany Mitchell. So if you're looking for references, if you're not quite sure how to reference, please contact her. She's really approachable. If you have any problems getting in contact with her, just ask me straight away, because Tiffany, she is really approachable. And then I do have a big list of references as well too that you can draw on. So if we go down to the resource list, I've got some references in there that are more broader in terms of, say, sustainability and organisations, corporate social responsibility, critical thinking. A lot of this course does ask for you to do that critical thinking, to actively engage in it. And then for each week, we've got a few references in there. But again, if you have any queries, please don't hesitate to ask that in class. Students do know I am really approachable. I love to see people learning. And another thing is, don't be afraid to challenge me. Certainly in this course we will do debates, we'll have some discussions, we'll be respectful of each other, but being respectful doesn't mean that we have to agree with each other, and you don't necessarily have to agree with me. So come with an open mind, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks, bye.